And we are back for the second match in the series. I won the die roll. I will definitely play. This hand is very reasonable. We have a turn 2 Rattleclaw Mystic, I believe. And we have Air, Boon Satyr, Crater's Claws. It's definitely keepable. We'll figure out the sequencing a little bit later, depending on what we draw and what we scry into. Definitely don't need another land right now. We can naturally draw one in a few turns, but we don't want to draw anything this turn. Yeah, there we go. There's the land. I'm just going to go ahead and cast a Rattleclaw Mystic. To give me more options next turn in terms of mana. I could have killed the Elvish Mystic with Crater's Claws, but I think a lot of the time in this matchup, Crater's Claws is going to have to go to the face. So, Phoenix was a very good draw. I think a lot of the time in this matchup, Crater's Claws is going to have to go to the face once Josh resolves something like a Hornet Queen. So, okay, Courser gets a land. Or Josh is casting Whip this turn, which I suspect is what's happening, or Eidolon. Interesting. Why didn't Josh play the Nykthos off the top? I don't know. Wow, that's good. So I can bestow Boon Satyr and attack for 8. Or I can Claws the Eidolon and just cast Air of the Wilds. That gives me more options going along, I think. Alright, we'll just shock it. X equals 0. I could go ahead and kill the Courser as well and attack, which is another option. Gets in 2 more points of damage, but I want to save the second clause for sure, so I'm just going to cast an Air and bash in for 4. Okay, Courser hits a land, but Josh plays the Temple instead, which inscribes that to the bottom. I don't think that's correct, but wow. So I know Josh has a Nykthos in hand. Mystic is not a fantastic draw, but it's something. I think I just attack and see how Josh blocks. I might not even do anything. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to get this Rattleclaw out there. I don't want to bestow. The reason for that is because I want to have a better shot at lethaling Josh if he ends up with a Hornet Queen. Okay. Elvish Mystic. He does have a Murderous Cut. Nice thing about Ashclad Phoenix is that it grinds through Hornet Queen really well. If I have a life total advantage. So if I bestow, Josh cuts the Phoenix, and I can flip it back face up next turn, which is fine. Or I could just cast Polychronos and have that get cut. I'll pass priority, see what... Okay. Yeah, I'll just cast Polychronos now. Green 1. Pass the turn. He has the cut, right? I'm not just imagining things. Yes. Okay. Alright, cuts the Polychronos. Alright, that's kind of problematic. Josh is gaining life. Right now I have access to 7 mana if I morph the Rattleclaw Mystic. So it's gonna take a little while. Okay, that's a good draw. It's gonna take a little while for me to win, but I think I have it. Because of the Ashclad Phoenix. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch. The Ashclad Phoenix can grind through the Hornet Queen very well. And it gets Josh closer, much closer to Crater's Claw's range. But he does get to filter his draws, which is kind of frustrating. Oh, and he's drawing another Courser. So that undoes all of the damage that I get to deal with my Phoenix, but everything. I think I'm still well positioned because I get to just keep grinding through the Hornets. How much mana do I have access to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can Crater's Claws for 8, which is not enough. Which means I'll just attack. And then if I draw a land next turn, I should be good. Drawing the additional coast means that I can unmorph without having to tap Mana Confluence, which could easily become relevant. And it brings me closer to Creator's Clause. That's weird. All I want to draw is a land. Okay. So he's definitely playing Nykthos here, which is smart of him. Goes up to 13. I unmorph, take him down to 11. I think I trade here. No real point not to. Alright, we'll get in there. Alright. We got our land, so I think Josh is just dead. But either way, we're just casting the Creator's Clause. I'll grab a forest. Oh, jeez, that was blocking was a mistake. Josh is not dead. Because of Phoenix. So we can still grind through, but that was bad. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can take Josh to 2 and then win next turn if he doesn't have a land, or the turn after if he does. Which is completely fine. I have to fire off this right now. Oh, I can't. I have to flip. Whoops. Wrong order. Okay. Creator's Clause. Target you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. X equals 9. So I have to avoid going to 2 here. So it was really bad. Bottom's the cut. Okay. I would happily trade the air for any attacking creature like a Corsair. Okay. So Temur Charm wins us the game. Lightning Strike also wins us the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strike you. Okay. So we're currently 3-0 against the green-black deck, despite green-black having resolve, or having put Hornet Queen into play twice. I'll board the same way. Just bring in Strokes, burn, and Hunt the Hunters, taking out Satyrs and Strikes and a couple of Ash Clouds. Ash Cloud was pretty clutch that game, but we don't want it to get to that point. So, and Ash Cloud is quite slow, especially on the draw. And when we have more counter spells, more interaction, hopefully we won't need it as often. This is keepable. I'm not in love with it, but we're on the draw, so there's a good chance we'll draw more action. We might be able to find a better 6, but I think I'm just gonna gamble on the top of our deck a little bit. Air and Hunt are both fantastic. In fact, Hunt is so good that it's basically why I'm keeping this hand. Oh man. So... okay, so we drew another land, which is bad. Hunt will eventually take care of my opponent's Elvish Mystic, which is good. Or something bigger, like a Courser maybe. Is this a Satyr Wayfinder? No, Courser. Doomwing Giant is gross. Wow. So next turn's going to be abusive. I'm going to go ahead and fetch to take the land out of my deck. Next turn's going to be nuts because I can cast Hunt and Hunt. I probably should have fetched a green source there just so that no matter what land I draw I can still cast double Hunt, but... okay, so we get the land. Caryatid. Yeah. See, now we're punished by drawing the Bivouac. I have to play the Forest. Fight. Fight. Attack. Okay. So Doomwing Giant is happening. I can still attack into it, thankfully. Urborg makes tapping lands a pain. Actually, it's not that bad. All you have to do is hold M, and it'll go with the first option on the list. Oh, man, that's gross. I might as well just concede. Hopefully Josh doesn't have another land. We do still have Back to Nature in our deck. But this is not good. Don't think Sarkhan's going to get there in this board state. I think we literally have to draw Back to Nature or we're just dead. So... actually, literally just dead. Yeah, Sarkhan would not have done it. Commune with the Gods. Wayfinder, Hornet Queen, Courser of Kruphix. I'm hoping he takes the Courser. Yes. And cast it. Come on. Come on. Cast it and don't reveal it. Oh, Caryatid. Well, that's no fun. I'm just dead anyways. because of the courser. That was bad. I don't think we want to change our sideboarding strategy at all. I think that was pretty solid. Yeah, I still want the Ash Cloud Phoenixes instead of like Boon Satyrs, but I don't want all four. We'll go ahead and play. Yeah, that was not a great keep. I think it just didn't have enough going on, but that's one of the reasons we play games like this, is to kind of get a feel for certain matchups and get a feel for how certain decks play out. Like I literally haven't played any games with this deck in any sort of competitive environment before this series. I'm gonna keep with Mystic to fix our draws and Hunts and Sarkhans. So there's a lot of good stuff going on here. I think I'm gonna want to get a green source with this. I want to increase the chance of us drawing a different color land. Of us drawing a blue land, sorry. As well as just drawing action. We don't want to draw any of our basics right now. That would just be really bad. Oh man, no Elvish Mystic for me to kill in a couple turns. That's disappointing. Wow. So I have 3 copies of Hunt the Hunter. Nothing is killing me anytime soon. That was not a great draw, but it's fine. It's another blue source. Lets us play Sarkhan next turn. It's another green source if I ever have to triple hunt. Do you accept? Is it worth? No. Okay, we snuck through 2 damage. Josh decided that blocking was not in his best interest, because if I have a pump spell of some kind, his Caryatid just dies and he wants to, cast Courser on top. Please don't have another land. No! I wanted to completely get him. Scries the Commune. Probably to the bottom. No, to the top. Okay. So if I draw a 4-drop, we'll cast that and hunt. Nope. I think we just cast Sarkhan and minus here. I want to get more power, more actual permanent-based power onto the board. That was pretty good. Next turn we can cast like 5 spells. Actually we can't. We can cast 4, but it's pretty good. Unless Doomwake Giant happens. Jeez, that's not good. Okay. Well, it's not horrible. I can cast Heir of the Wilds and hold up Disdainful Stroke, which effectively protects my my Sarkhan. That is definitely getting struck with some disdain. A lot of disdain for that guy. No tax, alright. Pretty sure I still keep the air back, even though I can attack with Ferocious. I want to protect my Sarkhan. this a little smaller. Commune? Sure. Wayfinder or Mystic? Okay, gets Wayfinder. Murderous Cut, kill Sarkhan, we have a problem. Okay. So I have to draw something good. Okay. Now we get the Wayfinder. Llanowar Wastes, I'm assuming. Yeah. Oh no, Forest. Okay. That's not a good draw. That's a very good draw. Unless Josh has another Murderous Cut. Okay. We're definitely killing the Colossus right now. Otherwise, it gets to be a big problem. Alright, what's happening now? Whip. Oh, downfall. That's bad. Yeah, we're not in a good spot here. We managed to win game 1 by the skin of our teeth, but 2 and 3 have been really bad. Game 2 was mostly my fault. Is Whip coming down? No. Oh, geez. Hornet Queen. Wait. Okay, yeah. Hornet Queen could be a thing. Or another Arbor Colossus. Lovely. If we draw a Polukranos, I think we're still in this. Alright, so I cast Mystic. I go fight Courser, fight the Arbor Colossus. But then the Mystic dies, and we get hit for lethal +1. So that's the match. I can't do anything about that. So Arbor Colossus is quite a big guy. I might want to reconsider my sideboarding plan for the next matches after I've seen that. Like, I don't think I want to bring in Magma Sprays anymore, especially because I think that Josh boards out his Eidolons. But thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next match.